Scraphook was out exploring the wastelands, trying to avoid the giant camp monster, looking for someone to help him haul that cardboard so he could fix the spaceship. While exploring the wasteland, looking for someone to help him haul the spaceship, Scraphook came across the giant fallen body of Black Zarek lying on the ground in the middle of the desert. It is I, Zarek. You must help me. I have run out of energon. I tried to get some of my fellow Decepticons to collect energon for me, but they refused. They betrayed me and left me here. You have energon. You must help me. Scraphook had heard of Black Zarek before, and is familiar with him as an evil landlord who managed multi-robot housing units and tried to coerce Decepticons into collecting energon for him. And he really didn't like Black Zarek based on reputation, so he looked around, saw Zarek lying on the ground, said, "Well, yeah, sorry you fell there on some hard times, Zarek, but I don't know, you're not gonna find much. Your sympathy pleas aren't gonna find much purchase here with me. But I don't know. I am kind of looking for some parts maybe to collect. It looks like you might have some stuff. Well, I could just take it off your hands for a little bit." And Scraphook started inspecting the fallen body of Black Zarek and pried off a little piece of his back and connected it to his hood, and also took a little piece of Zarek's spear. You're not going to be needing these very much, looks like, the way you're dealing here out in the desert. I don't like to leave a fellow Transformer in the dirt, but I don't know, sounds like maybe you should have been kinder to those other Decepticons, and maybe they would have stuck around. "No, you can't leave me. You can't take my things. I'm Black Zarek. Ah!" And Scraphook got his load of stuff and moseyed on his way. Scraphook eventually found some additional Transformers. "Hey there, feller. My name's Grease Pit. I know I look like I might be a Decepticon, but I assure you, I don't really fall into in-group, out-group stuff, and, well, I just like collecting things and taking things apart and collecting fuel. I'm a fuel guy. That's why they call me Grease Pit. Like me, my oils and my gasolines, energon when I can find it. But yeah, this is Ironworks over here. He's in his little base mode. We got a couple of smaller Transformers whose names I do know personally, but which I do not want to share right now. They help us out here around the area, and then yeah, this big fella over here. That there is Metroplex. He is really big, and when he transforms into his robot mode, he's the biggest robot I ever seen. Wow, that's pretty cool there, man. I feel like this could be, not that I'm not really into titles or in-group, out-group stuff or whatever, but, I like junk, and I like collecting junk, and, it's reduce, reuse, recycle, that's my motto. So, yeah, it looks like you guys here, where do you get these big old tanks and boats and stuff? Oh yeah, these are all discards. The local humans, they use their little vehicles, and then as soon as they're a little bit older and a little bit broken down, they junk them. Unless they're, I don't know, collectibles or something. But yeah, the humans chuck these little vehicles out every now and again, and we collect them and salvage the parts. You know, because we Transformers, you know. I mean, we live for hundreds, thousands, millions of years, and we can't afford just to throw stuff out when it doesn't work anymore. We gotta build good stuff, and two, we gotta fix it when it's broken, you know? Oh, I do know. Yeah, indeed. Well, cool. Hey there, Metroplex. You're a pretty big guy. Yes, I am very big. Ooh, my claw thing detaches sometimes, but otherwise, yeah, it's pretty cool. Obviously, I'm pretty big. Maybe if you're lucky, I'll show you what my robot mode looks like, because it's pretty huge. But, yeah, what brings you here? Well, I am looking for some help from a big guy like you, maybe, to help me tow a big old piece of cardboard that I'm hoping to use to repair my spaceship so I can get out of here. I didn't mean to crash on this here planet. Which planet is this? Do you know? Yeah, this is the planet Vertona. We've been here for quite a while. Everyone who ends up here sort of crashes in, well, I don't know if I would say similar circumstances, but yes, I too was passing by, and I somewhat unintentionally got pulled down to the surface. My spaceship was destroyed many cycles ago by some of the local acid rain on the planet. It could not withstand it. So here I am, and here I stay. Luckily, I've made friends here in Grease Pit and Ironworks and these little fellers. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of junk. There's some humans, and for me, it's really, I like crushing stuff. So, I like crushing all these big boats and other vehicles. That's really, I take big stuff, crush it into small stuff. It makes me pretty happy. Obviously, I let Grease Pit over there, you know, strip any parts, you know, that we might need for our own purposes. But then once it's done, it's crushing time. That's pretty cool. I get that. I don't crush stuff. I do sort of like to collect stuff, obviously. But yeah, do you think you could help me try to tow this big old box of mine that I'm looking to tow? Yes, I think I could. Well, how big is the box? Well, why don't I show you and then you can see for yourself? Well, I ask because I wonder if it's a big box, then maybe there'll be some left over for me, Metroplex, to crush. Oh yeah, I think so. It's a pretty big box, but yeah, let's go check it out. Scraphook led Metroplex out into the wastelands in search of his giant cardboard box that he promised. And he found it, along with the huge pair of socks that the local cat monster probably played with on occasion. This is it. This is the box. Yeah, this looks like a pretty big box. Let Metroplex see if Metroplex can move it. Metroplex lined up to the side of the box to see if he could push it. Oh yes, it looks like Metroplex can definitely move this box. Where do you want to take it? Just back to my spaceship. So, why don't you follow me, big feller? Metroplex pushed the box all the way back to where Scraphook, spaceship, had originally crashed. Scraphook looked around, however, and couldn't find his spaceship. What the heck? Where'd my spaceship go? Well, how long had you left it here? Asked Metroplex. I don't know, maybe a few days, maybe a week. Could have been a little bit less, a little bit more. Uh-oh. Well, it's possible that, I don't know, maybe the acid rain got to it, depending on what kind of cardboard. This cardboard here is pretty, cat monster. Oh yes, this cat monster really likes to attack my giant hooks. I think she might like them. The cat monster explored Metroplex and gave him a big sniff and proceeded to leave. Anyways, as I was saying, this big box I think is probably made of sterner stuff than whatever your spaceship was made of. Maybe that's why it's still here. You insulting my spaceship? Well, I assure you that my spaceship was made of fine materials, all reclaimed, thank you very much. Yeah, I guess, maybe I'm not the best craftsman. I'm more of like a duct tape and cardboard kind of guy, so it is possible that my ship, well built, was maybe, I don't know, a little hastily constructed. Something like that, you know what I mean? The cat monster continued to explore Metroplex and attack his various hard edges. Cat monster, you must go away. Me, Metroplex, need to be here. Cat monster. The cat monster did not like the sounds. Actually, she didn't appear to care. Metroplex hoped she would be scared off just by the sound of Metroplex transforming. But the cat monster appeared unfazed. Metroplex towered over the cat monster. And over Scraphook as well. The cat monster still stood in front of Metroplex as he transformed. Metroplex continued transforming in the hopes of attacking, or at least defending himself, really, from the cat monster. Metroplex attached his giant claw to his back. He worked to get his hands out in the hopes. Oh, well. His hands were not out yet, but it looked like just him, the fact that he had transformed into his robot mode was enough to scare the cat monster away. Metroplex looked out for the cat monster and did not see her. That's right, cat monster. You had better run from Metroplex. Metroplex is obviously quite large and in charge. So, he recommends that you stay away. Scraphook, now clearly, so small compared to Metroplex, was quite impressed. He was like, whoa, big fella, you are freaking huge. I had no idea how big you were. This is a pretty impressive robot mode, if I do say so myself. As an impressive robot myself, you know what I mean? But yeah, you are one big boy. Anyways, it looks like my spaceship's gone. So, I don't know, maybe we could haul this here box over and, use some of the parts you got over at your place. Maybe I could, build me a new one. You think that'd be okay? Yes, I, Metroplex, think that would be okay. I'm sure that Grease Pit and Ironworks would enjoy the challenge of building a spaceship for you, Scraphook. Hopefully we can get it back across the wasteland, this cardboard box, without incident from the cat monster. Sounds good. You lead the way. And Metroplex proceeded to start to transform back into... well, maybe not. Forming back up, the cat monster became re-intrigued as Metroplex transformed again from his giant robot mode into his giant, whatever, bulldozer mode. The cat monster was not making it easy on Metroplex to transform, but he continued to do so. Despite the cat monster's attempts at interference. Cat monster, get out of the way. God, it is really hard to transform a giant robot while a cat attacks. If I do say so myself. Boy. Like working up a sweat transforming Metroplex back into his robot mode, or into his bulldozer mode. I'm gonna go piecemeal bulldozer mode, just in the hopes of moving along, and because Metroplex didn't want to continue fighting the cat, who apparently had taken up residence inside of the cardboard box that they were hoping to get. Metroplex got behind the box and started using his amazing bulldozer capacity. And the cat monster fled as Metroplex continued moving the box back to his base. Metroplex and Scraphook brought the giant box back to Metroplex's house, which he shared with Ironworks and Grease Pit, who were just hanging out. Oh, hey guys, we're back. Look, we found the box, but my spaceship was gone. Don't know what happened to it, but yeah, it was gone. So, Metroplex here, after fighting off a giant cat monster in his robot form, helped me get this box back. So, if you guys are free, yeah, basically I was hoping that we could do a little spaceship building montage of sorts, where we work together to take this box, and I don't know, maybe some of the local stuff, turn it into a new ship for me. What do you say? Ironworks, who is now transformed, said, yeah, that sounds great. Let's do it. Spaceship building montage. Sounds really cool. After working long and hard on the spaceship, using the cardboard that they'd salvaged from the giant box, Scraphook and his newfound friends, Grease Pit, Metroplex, and Ironworks, finished assembling a new spaceship to replace Scraphook's old one. This ship was also made out of cardboard, like his first ship, but now it had really cool claw things on the front and a big fiery tail on the back. Scraphook was very pleased. Yes, this is a good looking ship. That ship was a lot thinner, so this is a really nice thick looking ship. I think it's pretty durable and should maybe allow me to get out of here. I really appreciate you fellers helping me out. Yeah, you've been good. I think I would come back here to visit sometime. And if you guys ever need any help or anything, yeah, you know who to call. I'm Scraphook. I don't have a cell number, but you'll find me out in the space by the stars, all that stuff. Yeah. Well, I better get going. I think I can probably use this ship to blast off right now. Scraphook crawled into a ship and used the internal panels Ironworks and oh god, Scraphook's new friends were sad to see him go. They liked his can-do attitude and his sometimes gruff demeanor. Scraphook turned on his ship and took off. Scraphook crawled out of the spaceship. Lucky to be alive. Yeah, well, that was a fun ride, but shoot dog, I can't seem to get off this here planet. What am I gonna do? I guess I'll just have to hang out here for a little bit. Scraphook moseyed on back to his friend's Metroplex and Greaseworks and Ironworks, Grease Pit and Ironworks, and found them all sitting around watching Metroplex, about to crush some of the stuff in their junk pile. Oh, hey fellers. Yeah, my ship didn't quite blast off, make it off the planet. Not sure exactly what happened, but, I don't know, it kind of blew up and crashed back down, so I had such a good time hanging out with you guys, though, that I figure, well, if you have me back, I'd like to spend some time here for a while I continue gathering stuff and maybe try to rebuild my spaceship. What do you say? Grease Pit moseyed up. Well, yeah, I guess, Scraphook, you're a pretty cool guy, so, well, we liked having you around before, and it was really fun doing that work montage. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that work montage. I feel like we should get into more of those and build more stuff, maybe, what do you say? Anyways, we're just about to watch big old Metroplex here crush one of these human contraptions. You want to sit down, sit a spell, watch some crushing? That sounds fabulous. I'll do it. Yeah. Go ahead, Metroplex. Give it a crush. Metroplex crush.